All right, y'all, I've been up all night trying to find connections between Tom Cotton and his crazy views on TikTok. And let me show you what I found. I want you to pay attention to these 3 top donors of Tom Cotton. 1, 2, 3. See them? Okay. Now, this is one of the co-sponsors of the TikTok ban bill, and I want you to look at 2 of their donors. All right, keep that in mind. Here's the other co-sponsor, and I want you to look at this top donor. Let's head back over to Tom Cotton because I want to show you something. This is the CEO of Apollo Global. He had 2 contributions to Cotton and 1 to the first co-sponsor. Let me show you what else he's been donating to. So you see the Right for America PAC, that is $1 million solely to get Donald Trump elected. Like, that's literally what that whole PAC is for. And then you see another $1 million for the United Democracy Project. That is AIPAC's super PAC. So you may not know who AIPAC is. They are a pro-American Israeli lobby group. They make tons of money. As a side note, guess who Trump wants for Treasury Secretary? I'll give you 3 guesses. You only need 1. In 2015, Senator Cotton and his wife were gifted a trip to Israel. All expenses paid. And then less than 10 years later, he was gifted another trip to be a keynote speaker. Also, there are perks to working for Senator Cotton because his former senior foreign policy advisor now works for one of these pro-Israeli groups as well. Good for him. Lastly, I'd like to read you a little bit from the Jewish News Syndicate. TikTok is the most popular social media platform driving anti-Semitism and anti-Israel sentiments, according to the Jewish Federations of North America. TikTok has helped fuel a horrific spike in anti-Semitism that our communities are feeling every day, and it's time to take action. Today's vote showed the strong bipartisan support for ensuring that TikTok cannot continue to push hateful messages into our communities and urge senators to quickly take up and pass this legislation. So let's go over what we know. All 3, the 2 co-sponsors and Cotton, had contributors who were top contributors from pro-Israeli groups, PACs. 2 of them had top contributors from Apollo Global, who also gave $1 million to AIPAC, and who also very well may be Treasury Secretary. Tom Cotton gets paid to be speakers for these groups and gets his trips paid by these groups. His staff also goes to work for these groups. And lastly, these groups hate TikTok because they feel they are unfair, giving Gaza refugees a status that they don't deserve. So who's buttering your bread, sir? It's not the American people.